Good morning, everyone. This is Anne-Marie Band. Today is Friday, January the 6th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. We just had the employment numbers. They were a bit telegraphed by the ADP numbers yesterday, so everyone really was expecting that this number would be a good one, but there are a lot of people that are very gloomy about the next pockets in the market. My suspicion is what we really are going to sit into is a space of volatility. And that volatility isn't going to break out of this wide range at the moment. It could press higher, but I don't think it's going to break. So let's have a peek. Yesterday we closed at 379.38. This morning we're up at 383.54. The top edge of our range, if we look at a daily formation, we're looking at anywhere between 385 and 386. We're going to keep our eyeballs right there and really no place else. The chart's going to end up telling us what's going to happen. You can see the heat map here giving us the clue that there's going to be a battleground up here. Is this a breakaway? I don't think so, right? Because in the end, all an employment number is a number to trade. We don't have, that's just an estimate. It's just an estimate. It's not a real number. And so we just use it to trade. And so if we're looking at that and we go, oh, I'm using it to trade, and we are gapping ourselves up into this 383 and some change, we're going to collide right around this area. Notice there's the opening tick of 2 days ago. Remember, how do I look at the market? I take the current candlestick. Well, there'll be a new one going. And I look at the two candlesticks prior. So that would be yesterday's and the day before. Here we are at the day before's candle. We're coming right up into this edge, and so our 0 DTEs, we know where we're going to place those, right? We just want to get to that spot and then watch the candlesticks do their thing, and then we'll just follow along. Remember, our job, because we are lucky enough to be in zodiacs and not aircraft carriers, we can move on a dime. So let's just wait for it and let the market tell us what we're going to do. 5 minute, not telling us much right now, but if we look at that 30 minute, we can see all of this area popping up into this zone, and then we've got ourselves a battle. That battle is going to be a beauty for theta erosion, right? A lot of people love to buy time premium, and we are just going to sell it to them. And that's all it is. If we take a look at the cues, I gotta get rid of some of these lines, for heaven's sakes. If we take a look at the cues, we can see, again, congestion levels. Right now, the cues are right at, shocker, 264. Who knew? Well, except us, because we are staring down these heat maps. All right, so here we are, up at that 265 level. Notice, let me see if I can get these properties to show up on all time frames. Okay, fantastic, done. And here we are looking at the cues, and we can see that we're bouncing right up into this zone. Notice two candlesticks before, so my suspicion is that we really get into 265 and really all the way to, let's clone this, all the way to here, potentially. Yeah, maybe even a wee bit higher. Let's put it at the top. We'll start staring it down. The moment it starts losing that area, we know we have to back down. But my suspicion is they're going to crash right around this area and stall out. Okay, let's take a look finally at the ES and the NQ, because we do certainly love to trade these instruments, my favorites. So look at where we just stalled out, 38.72. I haven't touched these lines. And so remember, how do you know something's going to turn around? One, it's got to stop heading higher. Is it done that yet on the 5 minute? Maybe. But on top of that, it also has to break support. So if you're saying to yourself, hey, 38.72 is where I want to short, then one, it's got to lose 38.72. Two, it's got to break below. Notice these two candlestick formations. So this is very bullish. Remember, I look at the two candles prior. So the support zone could still be all the way down here at 38.54. Ding, ding, ding. Remember that from yesterday in terms of the movement of that line. And it could still bounce. So this isn't really telling us that this chart is finished going down. And as a matter of fact, it looks fairly steep with a good bit of volume moving in the next space. So what does this chart show? It shows us, listen, we can move anywhere. Let's move that. That's our volume profile. We can move anywhere up into this place. This is the volume point of control all the way up at 3,900. Somebody's going to try and squeeze these shorts. So I say up, up, and away until you start seeing things break down. And if you look at the daily chart, that's going to be all the way up at the 3,900 area. Remember, what do? We look at the current candle and then the two candles before, and then we stair step through them. And that means this is the first stair step, and they just rejected it for a bit, and now they're moving again. Where are they going to go? Top of the wick, maybe the tick, and then rotate back down. Right? Same thing day after day, because we're human and we love for things to move in very rhythmic patterns. Look at where the heat map is sitting here for the NQ. That's just, a savage move down into last month's low. That's what this line is. And then breaking, where is it? Right at the top of the edge, right? Look at the dailies and see what's going on here. Weakness, sideways motion, could easily get to that 11,000 mark. Remember, what are we doing? We're looking at the two candles before. So this is the open of that candle, and this is the open of this candle, right? So they're going to battle in here. People are going to come in, try and sell it down. People are going to come in, try and buy it through. Let's let them battle it, but realize as soon as you stop heading higher, you're going to watch the rotation into support. Let's say you want to take short right here in the Qs. This is going to be your stop. 972. That's kind of wide. You might be able to use 956, but remember, people are going to try and buy it off of this ledge on the first pullback, right? This is a buying formation. So on the fade, you're going to run into buyers. All right, good luck trading, folks. See you on Monday.